Welcome to the configuration and settings for Vision Plus. There are several configuration settings that help you use Vision Plus. Changes made from within the settings screen are user-specific. The one exception is the cervical recall period, which is a global setting for the practice. This quick reference guide explains all the setting options available. From Management Tools, choose Settings. The settings configuration is displayed. Any changes made to the settings should be saved by clicking OK. If the alert indicator pop-up screen is moved and resized, this information is saved. You can use the Reset Position button to reset the alert screen back to the original position and size. This is especially useful if the screen has been moved out of view by accident. The Options tab on the Settings screen contains configuration parameters which dictate how Vision Plus behaves and appears on your screen. By selecting the appropriate role, the defined set of options are selected. Here is a summary of the roles and an explanation of the options associated with them. If you set the role to GP, you only see clinical indicators. Extra indicators cover disease monitoring prompts such as annual reviews. Selecting the nurse role enables these extra prompts on the alert screen and allows you to run the extra indicators report in patient reports. Selecting admin enables the prompts for both note summary and prevalence on the alert screen. You can also look at prevalence and exception lists in practice reports. You can use custom to set your own specific settings. Indicators control how the alert indicator window appears and what is displayed within it. By default, only the warfarin box is ticked. Here is a summary of the options. Disable auto pop-up. If you check this box, the alert indicator screen does not appear when you select a patient. If you have disabled the alert, you can still view it by selecting the QOF icon on the toolbar. Combine triggers. If Combine Triggers is selected, the QOF alert and any other Vision Plus tools you are using such as NICE, Sign, etc. are combined into one tab which is displayed as a folder icon on the toolbar and at the top of the alert window. Disable user-defined indicators. Some practices have local care pathways installed in Vision Plus. The Disable user-defined indicators is used to hide these care pathways so that only QOF alerts appear. The Disable Warfarin option is automatically selected, as the warfarin program is a separate module in Vision Plus that has to be purchased. The Forward Dating tab within the Settings screen provides 3 different options for forward dating of indicators. These options will change the information that you see displayed in the alert indicator window, contract templates, and patient target lists. The reference date is clearly shown on all of these screens. By default, the alert indicator screen defaults to None, today's date. If None is selected, the alerts are set to today's date and text appears in black. Indicators in black text require completion because the data is currently outside the time period or has never been recorded. The forward dating option shows those indicators that have already been completed as of today's date, but will need to be re-recorded before a specific reference date. You can set the date by using the calendar or entering a specific date. If you choose the Rolling Days option, you can see those indicators that have already been completed as of today's date, but will need to be re-recorded within a specific number of days ahead. You can set the number of days using the Days field. The Skins option allows you to select a different look for Vision Plus. For example, you may want the alert window to appear in a different color. The default is set to Office 2010 Silver. If you disable QOF triggers, you will not see the QOF alerts icon or the alert indicator window in Consultation Manager. Show triggers for yearly exceptions. Select this box if you would like to see any previously recorded exceptions for the current QOF year. This is useful if you have previously used an exception code, but may want to record QOF data later. The cervical recall period is a practice-wide setting and determines how often cervical smears are required. If you click the Categories button, you can deselect which categories you do not want to appear in the alert indicator window. This is useful if you have a nurse who does not deal with all the QOF disease areas. Instead of hiding an entire disease register in the alert window, you can exclude certain indicators by selecting the Indicators button. Select the category heading by either double-clicking or using the expand icon, and deselect the indicators you do not want to display. The Order tab allows you to change the order of categories that appear on the alert indicator screen. Highlight the category and use the blue arrow icon to move it to the right-hand side. Everything else follows in alphabetical order. Protocols are currently not used in Vision Plus. That concludes the configuration and settings for Vision Plus. I hope you have found this useful.